Warning: the following video contains strong language and opinions that viewers may find offensive, especially if that viewer is Lee Power. Please do not watch this with children nearby. What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode number 2 of Saving Swindon. As usual, heed the disclaimer, don't let your kids watch this. And that's pretty much all I've got to say on the intro. There's some stuff to catch up on transfer wise. There'll be the usual ranting and strong language. Enjoy the intro, I guess. See you in a sec. Okay guys, so welcome back to the North Korean state of Swindon, where our glorious leader is in charge of everything. And there's so much stuff to catch up on. Let's go on the pre-season first, show what happened here. We beat our under-18s, which shouldn't have been difficult. Beat Liverpool's under-23s, goals from Martin Smith. Lost to Bristol Rovers, which was a bit embarrassing, because we fucking hate Bristol Rovers. Elijah Adebayo got a goal, which I think, as a Swindon fan, I think is the first time I've said that in a long time. But they were just too good for us. Then we lost to Leeds 3-0, to be expected. Drew with Shrewsbury, Jack McCourt got himself a goal, which is nice to see. I didn't think he was going to feature in my plans very much, so, you know, gave me something to think about. Beat Kettering 4-1 away, and then Jack McCourt got sent off, and I had less to think about with Jack McCourt. Matt Taylor missed a penalty. Elijah Adebayo got a goal again. I don't know what's going on. Joe Romanski got himself 2 as well, which is good. And Keshi Anderson got himself a goal. Then we beat Supermarine 4-0. Jake Gosling scored, bit of a spoiler. Should have gone through the transfers first. And Michael Doughty got himself a goal. Talking transfers, let me show you what's been happening, because our glorious leader is in charge of all the transfers, as you know. In the outs, he sold Kane Woolery. Remember, I'm using. He's gone for 3.5 million krona, which is £350,000, potentially going up to £500,000. Because the journey's still going on, I'm still in krona. Divide by 10 is the rule. Joe Blackwell's gone out on loan to Hungerford as well. In terms of players coming in, a really interesting selection of players brought in by Lee Power. Cecil Prescott, bit of a versatile guy from Gibraltar, is coming on trial. I brought him in on trial because I wanted to have a look at him. I didn't think the chairman would actually put a bid in for him, and he did. And I don't really want him, but that's fine. It's fine. Worse things have happened. He brought in Richard Backery, and you know, he's decent for a right back at this level. Plays wing back, which could be useful because I like having that wing back there. But yeah, it's decent. He's not spectacular. He used to play for Southampton. Bags of potential. The chairman might have played a blinder there. We'll soon find out, but he might have played a blinder. Woolery went out. He was giving my left wing option. Jake Gosling came in as a left wing option, as you saw previously. I'm not massively unhappy with him as a signing. I'd like him to be quicker as a winger. But he's played a lot of games at League 1, League 2 level, did play for Rovers, won't hold it against him too much, played for Exeter, he's done a lot of time sort of bouncing between League 2 and the Conference, which is interesting. He was at Torquay last season, and he's a Gibraltar international, so I guess we'll kind of see how that goes. We've brought in Regan Poole on loan, or Reagan Poole, I'm never sure if it's Regan or Reagan Poole. He's coming on loan, centre half. Decent. He played at Northampton last year. Had a lot of games under his belt. He's also got some games at Newport before he joined United. Looks decent. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's a good passer with the ball. I like that I can slot him into midfield if I need to. I like that he can play as a libero too. Brings back memories of Glenn Hoddle. Potentially a really good signing for us. Chairman may have done well. Also brought in Rashawn Williams at the same time. He's a player I really like. I don't know if he's reading my mind or whatever. Like, I didn't tell him to bring this guy in. but I love that he's a quick centre-half. He's a good tackler. Needs to work on his marking and his heading a little bit, but he's a good centre-half. Actually might have played a blinder again. Max Cottrell came in. Another player from Gibraltar. I'm not sure why I'm getting so many Gibraltarian players signing. But I'm not unhappy with it. I mean, he is actually not an awful player. He probably won't play this season. If we get a loan bid for him, he'll probably go out. But maybe one for the future. Maybe a cheeky hidden gem he's found there. Tom Holland came in for £2,700, which is nothing. Defensive midfielder from TNS. Irish lad, but he was previously at Fylde, which, you know, I can relate because I was as well. Swansea, Man City. Decent player actually, not bad for a defensive mid. Bit versatile in the centre. We can probably make use of him quite well. So I'm quite pleased with what the glorious chairman is doing for signings at the moment, which is rare. I didn't know he was capable of such things. Dexter Blackstock came in, and I'm quite happy with Dexter Blackstock too. A bit of a journeyman striker. Came in on a free release by Rotherham from the Championship a couple of years ago now. I didn't realise he'd been out of the club for 2 years. Played almost his entire career either in the Premier League or in the Championship, and he's actually not, you know, okay, he is from Oxford. You know, that could have not been a thing, but he's been solid if unspectacular at a higher level for a while, and maybe we'll get a few goals out of him. You never know. He's not really known as a goal scorer, but we'll see. And then we've got Jason Ochio, who's come in on a free. He was at Crystal Palace as a trainee, got released. We've picked him up. Really happy with this, purely because he's not necessarily good enough for this level. Like you'll see, he's not sort of conference suited to Conference North-South, but we were lacking options at left back. And as I've said before, I don't like Matty Taylor as a left back. He's not quick enough. He's just a bit too old, too slow. Maybe this guy gives me the option of playing fullbacks, which is nice. It's nice to have that option. Staff-wise as well, we left the glorious leader in charge of staffing. He's done okay. David Kerslake came in as assistant manager, which as a Swindon fan I'm delighted with. He's a legend of the club. Was our right back during our glorious rise into, well, the Premier League, and then our glorious rise back out of League One when things were going badly. Let's go to the right thing. Thank you. Right, yeah. So you can see, kind of, he was there till our glorious rise to the Premier League. Sadly left us when we got to the Premier League, but, you know, so many people did. Came back, helped us to sort of stabilise in the Championship, and then played his last season for us. Genuine club legend, like genuinely beloved by the fans, is David Kerslake. And then true to form, because Lee Power can't help himself by being an absolute wazzock. Jez George came in. Jez George, you might remember, was brought in as director of football at Cambridge when Lee Power owned Cambridge. Yeah, he's just given just jobs for the boys. It's jobs for the boys, just like Tim Sherwood, and I'm expecting that to end badly. He brought in Ali Barcherini as our chief data analyst. He's not good at judging data. I mean, the best thing about him is that he's Italian, so it increases our scouting range a little bit. Would have been better as a goalkeeping coach, if I'm honest. But, you know, he was never much as a player, and he's never really done much as a coach or an analyst or anything. Interesting choice. I wouldn't have been a guy I'd have brought in myself. Grain Desmond? I feel like I should know how to pronounce that, and I don't. I'm going to look it up before I have to refer to her again. Was head physio at Cork, is now our under-18 physio. Actually quite a good physio, so that's not a bad pickup. Paddy Kenny's coming as our under-18s goalkeeping coach. I'm happy with that. He was a decent player back in the day. Could do a lot worse. Would have been nice to have him as a third choice keeper, if I'm honest, but you know, you can't have it all. Dave Campbell's come in from St Pat's as a scout too, which is good. There's a lot of people coming in from Ireland youth sense. And then we've got Richard Hill, who's come in as a scout, formerly director of football and manager at Eastleigh. He's been around a bit. I think he used to play a little bit at this level too. I played for Oxford. That's why I know his name. Ugh, more Oxford scum at my club. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's get into the game. That's what you came for. You came to see us play football. And we've made some choices. Also, before we do that, season preview, I showed you in the last episode, we were predicted somewhere around 9th we were predicted, because it was like last season. Somehow our new signings have shot us up to 5th. Just interesting. Today we're playing Macclesfield though. I've not said anything controversial yet, which is weird for me. Might have to do less editing on this episode. Which is good. So, let's get into the game. We're the favourites, which I don't think I've felt like we were the favourites forever. You'll see we've got a weird formation. That's been our preferred formation. It's not what we're playing today because of injuries. So many injuries. We're going with this, which is a 3-3-3, 1 DM wide. 3 centre halves, 1 holding midfielder, 2 central midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders and a striker. Weirdly attacking formation, but actually if you look at what I've got squad wise, I wasn't left with a lot of choice. Like Bakary has picked up an injury, Wolfenden has an injury, Dion Conroy, who's on the bench, has also just returned from an injury, so hence being on the bench. Kyle Noyle is out for 2 weeks, James Dunn is suspended, Jordan Edwards out for a few months, McGlashan out for 3 weeks. There's a lot of players missing. This is the trouble. We've got Mark Richards injured, which is normal. And Dexter Blackstock was not quite ready to play. Before I forget, I had Scott Twine out injured for the last friendly, so I took him off the bench and I put a Sol Price in there, and it wasn't a bad choice at all. It still looks like he could be a decent player. Scored a goal in pre-season, but you know, got to stick with our strongest lineup. So yeah, essentially looking at the team, here's what's going down. Lawrence Vigouroux is in goal because he's Lawrence Vigouroux, and Lawrence Vigouroux is a hero. We've got Rashawn Williams, Sid Nelson and Regan Poole playing as our back 3. Ignore this red stuff. It doesn't look good, and there's not a lot I can do. That's why these 2 guys are set to cover, because I know we're going to get attacked down the wing quite a lot, and I want them as deep as possible to sort of stave off any crosses that might come in. Matt Taylor is playing as a regista. Still not sure on his best role. I don't want to play him anywhere on the left. He doesn't have the pace to be on the left. I don't want to play him in the middle because it's kind of where most of the action happens. I've thought about making him a deep lying playmaker. I've thought about using him as a defensive midfielder. I'm going to use him as a regista for now, and we're going to see how that develops, because that's kind of where I want him to be. Sorry, my voice is going a little bit. In midfield, Michael Doughty and Jack McCourt are starting, just because needs must, really. And then we've got Anderson, Alzate, Gosling and Adebayo as the front 4. Should be quite strong, I think. Will Henry is the keeper on the bench. Dion Conroy, Joe Romanski, Iandolo, Holland, Smith and Twine on the bench. Again, not really many fit options. Jordan Young almost made the cut, but doesn't do anything that Iandolo doesn't really, and Dexter Blackstock isn't ready to play, so I was kind of short on options in the grand scheme of things. Right, let's get into the game. Hopefully we can start off with a win, even though we're using probably the most attacking possible formation with a team that's not quite good enough for this league. So, it's not looking good, is it? They're playing with O'Hara, Hodgkiss, Grimes, Keller, Fitzpatrick, Maycock, Whitaker, Rose, Vincenti, Ponticelli and Smith up top, and much more normal formations. The 4-4-2 diamond they're playing with. We are going to hand that over to our assistant, who's going to do nothing. David Kerslake, pull your finger out, son. You played alongside Colin Coldwood. You know how to motivate people. That's my theory. Okay, we're going to get into the game, boys, and we're going to hopefully pick up an early win. Just check the settings because I haven't put it on full match, so that makes a change. Excuse the cough, by the way, guys. I think I've picked up a wee bug. It's fine. That's Harry Smith, used to play for us up top for them. There's a thing. He was an interesting signing. I seem to remember he had a gambling problem or something and had to leave us after being, I don't know. Anderson gets a cross in, Maycock clears it, and they're going to counter, and this is going to be kind of an end-to-end game, I think, with 3 at the back for us. Tries to find Gosling over the top. Interestingly long highlight. I don't like when highlights are this long. It usually means there's a goal coming, and it's going to be for them. Ponticelli's through. Figueroa makes the save. Rashawn Williams gets rid of it, and that was dangerous. It's okay though. We are not out of the game, even if we are going to pick up all the yellow cards really early on. Let's tell the boys to calm down. Oh, they've got disinterested. Brilliant. Okay. Nothing like a bit of motivation. McCourt gets his head in. Alzate. Ball over the top. Oh, come on. We need to do much, much better. Reagan Pool's going to clear this up at the back. That's what we like to see. We're playing some good football, which is nice. Anderson with the ball to Alzate. Alzate over the top. Finds Gosling. Jake, what a goal! For those of you watching who might be Swindon fans, that's what a goal looks like. I know we've not seen one in a while, but that's what a goal looks like. If Richie Wellens wants to get in touch for some tips, I'm more than happy to help out. That was goal scoring. We can do it. And if Phil Brown wants me to teach him how to manage to create goals, I'm more than happy to help too. I'll meet you at whatever tanning salon you're using this week. Anyway, back on the attack. Matty Taylor's got himself a throw-in. Jack McCourt. Come on, boys, let's do something with this. Anything with this. Jack McCourt finds Gosling out on the left, the goal scorer, over the top now. Matty Taylor's drifting out to the wing. Dangerous place for him to be, and he might have to run. Doughty. Taylor with a cross. Didn't have to run at all. Now Gosling's got it. Come on, Jack. That's a Jake. Come on, Jake. Anyway. I don't know the players' names. Learning the players' names still, boys. It's not like I watch you play every week. Harry Smith through. Come on. Oh, that was poor defending. The defensive line was way too high for that. It was poor defending. Really poor defending. Like we kind of rest on our laurels. Been slow to get back. We've missed Harry Smith sort of running through at the back. Don't know who was supposed to, I suppose Reagan Poole was supposed to be picking up, but it looks like he was in the middle. Played onside as well by Sid Nelson. Disappointing. It's okay, it's not over yet. We are going to give him a shout. We're going to demand more. If it lets us. Demand more. There we go. They're focused now, that's good. Hopefully it'll turn into a performance for us. Drop down to 12th, but it's okay. It's first game of the season. Doesn't matter on the first day, as long as we don't come out with it. As long as we come out with some points. It's okay. Matty Taylor's picked up an injury. That's far from ideal. Gonna keep him on for now. Until he's dead. He's not dead. That's what's important. Team looking motivated. Okay, there's not really anything I can send on from the bench either. I can send on Tom Holland if I have to, but we'll keep that card up our sleeve for now. Just keep it going the same way. I want Matty Taylor to get as much experience playing Regista as possible, because that is his role going forward. If he wants to stay at the club, that is. Controlling the player in midfield though, considering he's out of position, he is doing the job really well for us, and that's good to see. Slowly creeping his way back to fitness. Our defence isn't really rating terribly well. More yellow cards, it's not ideal. Matty Taylor with a free kick, what's he got? Oh, just over the bar. Almost made me glad I kept him on then. Picking up far too many yellow cards. I don't think Matty Taylor's quite going to make it back to fitness. He's not. We're going to make a quick change, just put on Tom Holland. Maybe change things a little bit for that deep lying playmaker there. It's basically the same role as the regista for a slightly less good player. Matty Taylor with a corner, and he set himself up nicely. He does! Oh, Matty Taylor with the assist. He's going to be leaving the field now. But he set up Jack McCourt an absolute blinder then. And what a way to bow out of the game with an assist like that. Absolutely beautiful header from close range. Can't argue with that at all. Yep, we're going to confirm that change because Matty Taylor is in fact nearly dead. And let's see how this Tom Holland kid does. I've not really seen much of him in pre-season. Gosling, oh, he's going to get himself sent off. That was just unnecessarily poor. Like, why would you do that? I don't know what to do. I wasn't prepared for this. Was not prepared for that at all. Alzate can't really do it. Keshi can't play on the left. We're going to drop Alzate back there because McCourt's looking tired. I don't like taking off a goal scorer, but we're going to have to do it. Iandelo's going to have to try and pretend he's a left winger. Put him on support. Is Keshi able to cut inside? He's not really. That's going to kind of have to be our solution for now, I think. Don't want a second playmaker in there if I can help it. Everything needs to come through Tom Holland now. We're just hoping we can see it out now, boys, if I'm honest. It's pretty much all we've got in the options box. We've just got to hope we can hold on to the game. And Gosling being sent off does give an option to give an opportunity to Jordan Young to come into the side, which is okay, if not perfectly ideal. We're going to make another change. We're going to bring on Joe Romanski for Sid Nelson, and I think we're going to bring on Dion Conroy for Rashawn Williams. Ooh, so we'll have to make a choice. Well, Adebayo's got. Let's get Adebayo's goal before I make decisions on defenders. Got himself a goal. Very rare. Alice Iandolo apparently got himself the assist there. Let's have a look. See how this plays out. Iandolo kind of drifts wide with it, over the top. Adebayo's in there. Headed goal again. We're looking good in the air. Not a bad finish, boy. Not a bad finish. We can do that. We can deal with that. And also getting a goal when you're behind is always good. Right, in terms of defense, who's the quickest on the game? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We'll bring on Conroy for Nelson because I need for Conroy to get his fitness back a little bit. So we'll try that. Michael Rose, ex-Swindon lad. Oh, I thought he was going to set up another ex-Swindon lad, Harry Smith, for the goal, but he didn't quite manage it. And now it's just a case of holding on. I don't care if we concede one more goal. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy to accept that because we're a man down. As long as we can hold on to this win. It's gone right through the back of Iandolo then. That was atrocious refereeing. Sean Williams gets his head to it, and now Keshi Anderson's going to get himself on the attack. Finds Tom Holland. But oh, come on. Rose is going. We're going to be 10 against 10, boys. 10 against 10 for the last 5 minutes. That is a sign that we need to push forward. Demand more. We are going to demand more. Michael Rose getting sent off at the county ground. Shocking. Shocking behaviour. But it will work out nicely for us. 23 shots, boys. We've had 23 shots. We've been all over them. Iandolo with a cross in. Reagan, Poole, Anderson, Alzate, Doughty. Oh! How many guys had a chance to score then? Come on, Tom. Ball over the top to Alzate. Nothing but time. Doughty and Iandolo. Oh, I thought he was going to get across, so he didn't. Now they're on the attack. Whittaker over the top. Ponticelli. Come on, boys. That's it's ambitious. It's ambitious. Give him that. Oh, going end to end, boys. Iandolo with another cross. I think that was a cross. It was either another really ambitious shot or a cross to Adebayo he was never going to get to. Williams to Anderson. Adebayo's not going to run for that, not if he doesn't have to. Rashawn Williams, though, has got the pace to mop that up all day. Back over the top, Alzate, Holland. Come on, boys, get it out the air. That's the one. Into Anderson. Right, let's get it forward. Get it forward. Won ourselves a late corner. A late corner. We scored already from a corner today. Wouldn't mind a second from a corner. Doughty, can he get the ball over? He does. Alzate, no. Adebayo, no. Back, he's just going to play for the final whistle. There we go. Jake Gosling had an interesting game, didn't he? Got himself an 8 rating. Was the best player on the pitch until he got himself sent off. Interesting. I think Miles Welsh-Hayes was with us for a little while too. Was he with Oxford? So, I've managed him so many times on the game, I can't even remember. There he was. Well, he started at Oxford, went to City. That's why I know him. Okay, I'm really good at round performance. I don't know how to react to a Swindon win anymore, boys. But Swindon won. We won a game. Already the best manager we've had this season. Just throwing it out there. Already the best manager we have had this season, and it's not even real life. Anyway. Really good performance, a 3-1 win. I think I put us up into second. It did, just behind Mansfield was Shitcroft. Interesting. The rivalry with Shitcroft will continue. We are going to destroy him. If hopefully. Anything we need to know about in here? Possession provided victory. Matty Taylor's out for a week. Might be able to play against Lincoln. It's in a week's time. We'll see how that goes. If not, Tom Holland's shown me more than enough to know we've got options. But look at that injury list. That injury list is just sickening. 9 players out, highest in the league. Gosling made his debut. Yeah, not easily forgotten. Scored a cracking goal and then got a red card on his debut. It's going to be an interesting ride with Jake Gosling, hasn't it? We'll do the press conference off camera. Jake Gosling's been banned for 1 game. We're going to give him a warning. Hope he doesn't do it again. He's accepted it, which is nice. We've been fined £1,200 for failing to control our players after getting 7 yellow cards. Fair. And Stephen Alzate has got himself both the Man of the Match award and a bit of credit in the press. Beautiful. Okay, boys, it wasn't quite as ranty as the first episode, which is okay. Won't always be a rant about how much of an arse Lee Power is, as much as I fucking despise the guy. We've got a win on the board. Hopefully we'll do better in game than in real life. I'm not taking 17th, boys. I'm not taking that. Not at all. So, yeah, got ourselves off to a win, boys. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, which is somewhere there-ish, there, I think, and the subscribe button, which is next to it, way over there, to see more content from me on the YouTube. If you feel like being fun and joining us in the community, we have got a Facebook group and a Steam group below. There's a Patreon if you want to chuck me a few shekels to help my poor starving student life to improve ever so slightly. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, have a good one.